Peace. This is Waz Words Media back at y'all for another round. And fight fans, it's official. Anthony Joshua is officially done as a prime name in boxing. This past weekend, Anthony Joshua lost to Daniel Dubois. And not only lost, he got pummeled. He got manhandled. His jaw has always been questionable, and now even more so after this defeat. And actually, I take that back. It's not questionable. Now it's a statement. Now it's actually a fact that he can't take a punch. And if you're going to compete in the most hardest hitting division in all of boxing, which is the heavyweight division, you got to either have good defense or you got to have a chin. And he has neither one. You saw, just look at the way that he went down for the final time, right? He had his hand down. He had his left hand down while he was trying to throw the uppercut. Dubois catches him with a straight right that staggered him. Now, instead of that bing, instead of that light bulb above the head coming on, saying, wait a minute, he caught me with that straight right. Let me put my hand up and block another potential straight right. What does he go do? He leaves his hand down again, and he gets rocked with the same exact punch, the same exact straight right, but this time it caught him flush, and that's all she wrote. At this point, there's nothing left for Anthony Joshua except for paydays, but he's no longer going to be that marquee name that he once was in boxing. He's no longer that. In boxing, boxing is pretty forgiving. You know, I know it can be brutal. It seems like it's brutal sometimes when you take that loss, especially your first loss. It can seem brutal, but boxing is a forgiving sport. They'll let you go with one loss. With one loss, you still could be a marquee name. You still could get title shots. You still could be a big time player in boxing, even with one loss. You know, Mayweather, after the post-Mayweather era, the Mayweather era changed everything in regards to how people view records and the but prior to the Mayweather era, that was never a big deal. You know, you lose one fight, no big deal. You could even lose two fights. But once you hit that third, it's almost like 3 strikes you out. Once you lose that second fight, it's like, uh-oh. You gotta strap in. You gotta make sure that you don't go through that defeat again, because now promoters are gonna look at you like, nah, he's not exactly what we thought he was gonna be. And that's when you'll start not getting as many big fights as you want. The paydays go away. Now you're just getting a fraction of what you used to get per fight. So it does come with a certain territory that is a little difficult to overcome. But when you have multiple losses like the way that Joshua has now,
turn right onto Ashwood Avenue.
And I mean, some of these defeats are like in devastating fashion. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. And I think it's over for him now. You got to think what's left for him. There's really nothing left for him. I mean, what are you going to put him against Deontay Wilder? He's been running away from Wilder for years.
Take the next right onto Ashwood Avenue.
For years he's been running away from Deontay Wilder. And this is why he ran away from Deontay Wilder for years. He ran away from him going back about 10 years ago. He ran away from Deontay Wilder because of this. He would have been knocked out years ago when he was undefeated, and that was supposed to be the big fight, and he kept talking his smack about, he wants to fight with Wilder, but, you know, Eddie Hearn was trying to protect him. Nah, man. If he would have fought Wilder, we would have saw this happening years ago. He would have been knocked out. The same way he was knocked out this past Saturday, it would have been worse if he fought Wilder 10 years ago in Wilder's prime. before, you know, the Fury fights. So, you know, it was a good run. You know, thanks Anthony Joshua for giving us some excitement in the heavyweight division. You know, you were one of the people that brought the heavyweight division back in the past generation. But it's time to hang it up,
left onto Broad
because
Street.
it's just been, he's either getting outboxed by guys like Usyk, or he's getting knocked out by guys like Dubois. So there's nothing really left there. But congratulations on you know, on a great career. Now it's time to sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor, because it's done now. But that's all I got for now. I'm Wise for Wise Words Media. Peace.